Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mr. Wake Up to Wealth Now, Michael BINAFEGHA, and I just want to welcome everybody to a 12-series presentation of Shaping Your Success by Renew, Restore, and Revive. And this will send an electric voltage shock to your innate ability to succeed and overcome any obstacle that's standing in your way of success. And we know that success is a journey, not a destination. Now today, there's many people out in the world that is not far from a life of joy and success. Just a few adjustments and life will come in loud and clear. It's like a radio that's not tuned quite right. You can hear the music, it's fading in and out and it's full of static. Now just a small turn of the dial will recalibrate the frequency and sweet sound of music will be playing in the background of your lives. Now I want to challenge your hybrid thinking, just for a moment, to any of you that have unwritten books that were never wrote or written, business ideas that never came to fruition, jobs you never went after, or inventions that never even came to life, and the list can go on. And we don't want them to die in the most richest and wealthiest place on the planet Earth, and that is the graveyard, whatever out erecting our dreams. Now, there are many challenges that are trying to keep you from your tomorrows and your purpose to define the greatness that yourself can offer to the world. Now, a challenge is just a warning signal that success is near. And I just want to captivate and polarize how to achieve your success by restore, renew, and revive. And that's all the greatness that's buried inside of you. Now, we know that education will cost, and so does ignorance. And the greatest obstacle to personal growth isn't ignorance, but it's the illusion of knowledge. When we think we know everything, we become like a dead tree. And that means we're not producing, and we got to prune it and cut it off. Now, this is where we begin with our first bullet point, which is restore. Restore means to reestablish something in its original condition. Now, change isn't cheap. It will cost you the death of something old to experience the birth of something new. And we're going to begin with our belief system. Now, your belief system gives birth to your thoughts and attitude. Your thoughts and attitude gives birth to your actions. Your actions give birth to your habits, and your habits equal your lifestyle. In return, it gives birth to your destiny. Now, this is a calculated order that things should be restored and aligned so you can hit the mark of your life. And if you aim for nothing, you're going to hit every time. Now, the breadth of the subject matter is restore, and the Hebrew definition for the word number, which is 2015 in today's time, ironically, it means to overturn, to start again, to turn around. Now, I would like to say it's an opportunity to more intelligently begin again. Now, we know we can't get a do-over in life, but we can get a new story, a new ending to our stories told. And with restore, there's also a renewed process. A process equals success. Now, our next bullet point, renew, is to refresh, to rejuvenate. Sometimes when we sit in front of the computer and we want to just wipe away the screen, we press Control-Alt-Delete and it becomes new again. It transforms the perception on life stage, since our perception can be bigger than our reality. Now, we have to reset how we view things. Now, there are many different scholars and teachers of our time, many books that inform, but I found one that transforms, and that talks about renewing our character, our intellect, our perception, and our motives, and that's the Bible. Now in Romans, it's interesting because it reads, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by renewing your mind." Now there's no secret that wealth is the product of man's capacity to think. And we don't want to think no rubbish thoughts, nothing that's not thought-provoking, because we haven't renewed our mind. Now, your input will determine your output. Let's say you went to an ATM machine and you put in your ATM card and you wanted to make a withdrawal, but it kept reading negative. It kept reading negative. Now, it's going to continue to read negative until you deposit something new, until you have something that you invest that's new, and you renew your surroundings. You renew things around you. And of course, refresh it. Control-Alt-Delete. Now, a truly intelligent person will always welcome new ideas, for it will add synergy to what they already accumulated. Now, there are many examples of being renewed. A business genius creates a new form or assembles a new form what already exists, renewed. When you sleep, your body has a chance to renew itself for the next day. Renew. This discussion has renewed my hope of finding a solution to a problem. Renew. At the start of each school year, we renew a commitment to helping students succeed. Renew. All of this are examples of getting a fresh and new start. So let's not be conformed but transformed by renewing our situations, renewing our old detrimental habits, renewing new routines or old routines that may seem stale and dry and affect the future of our success. Now our next bullet point and final is to feel and be revived. In other words, to give new strength and energy. And all three, restore, renew, and revive. And they're all cohesive, meaning spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, they're that glue that's welded together. Now, it's very impactful in your life and it will steer you to your success. Now, I want that to echo into a renewed mind. Now, how bad do you really want it? I want to tell you a story of a young boy who greatly admired a successful businessman in town. He sought every opportunity to ask him the secret of his success. One day he found him fishing, and it was just outside of town in the river. And he tried to muster up and get enough courage to just finally muster it up and step to him and say, "Sir, how can I be successful like you?" The very successful businessman turned around to him, grabbed him by his arm, and he yanked him and pushed him inside the river, and he put his head under the water. And he kept dunking his head underwater as he kept coming up. He was grasping for air because he couldn't breathe, and the businessman kept pushing him underneath, and he kept coming up for air, and he did it repeatedly and repeatedly, till finally he saw the young boy struggling for air, and he pulled him up and pulled him to the shore. And so the young boy looked at him, and he was just grasping for air, and he was struggling and trying to breathe. And he said, "Sir, why did you do this to me?" The very successful businessman looked at him. He said, "Son, you see how you were grasping and struggling for air as badly as you wanted it?" He said, "Yes, I do. I remember." He said, "When you want your air and oxygen as badly as you want success, you're going to get it." Now that story reflects the intense determination of how badly do you want success. And sometimes you have to be revived and brought back to life to get a clear and crisp picture of what it truly means to you. Now there's going to be 2 dates on your tombstone, and all your friends and family members, they're going to read it. But the only thing that's going to matter is that little dash that's in between. Now is the time to be restored, renewed, and revived. And so the dash will leave and speak volumes of your success stories waiting to be told. Now, as the first part of the 12 series comes to an end, I just want to leave you with this mental note. Now, people live for a vision and they die for a cause. A vision gives excitement, but a cause empowers you and is connected to your destiny. So let's seize that moment of our success and destiny by the throat, and let's walk confidently and restore, renew, and revive. Till next time, this is Mr. Wake Up to Wealth Now, Michael BINAFEGHA, signing off to you.